Hey everyone, this is General Katarn. I'm interrupting my training on Dagobah. Yeah, I guess I'm interrupting my training on Dagobah to bring you some news on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order by EA. This is a reaction trailer and some of my thoughts, okay? I haven't checked this trailer, I loaded it, I want us to watch it. I also have Batman the Animated Series because who doesn't love Batman? I do, I know you do too. So let us just watch this trailer and let us see what we can gain out of this. And play.
Wasn't always like this.
No longer dice? Okay.
Now, there are 3 rules to survive.
3 rules.
Don't stand out.
You're a Jedi, yeah.
Accept the past.
Accept the past.
Trust no one. The galaxy's changed.
Oh, Venator Star Destroyer. Maybe they're working to deconstruct these soul chips.
Whatever you do, don't reach within. Don't stand out. Accept
hello,
the past.
Execute Order 66.
Trust no one. Trust only in the Force.
Okay. Okay, so some of the things that we can discuss right now is there's obviously a lot to take in. The era between episode 3 and 4 is a very intriguing one. It was first initialized by Star Wars The Force Awakens, where Darth Vader takes on a secret apprentice and he finds his way from Darksider to, advocating for the light side by the guidance of Ram Koda, which is basically the non-canon version of Kanan Jarrus. But I'll make a comparison of those two guys sometime later. Hey, don't steal my idea. I said it first. Okay, so anyway. Then we got, after that, we got Star Wars Rebels, speaking of Kanan Jarrus, because it is, again, the same time period. And the problem is, in Star Wars, we get too many, we recycle too many old characters, and we bring in new characters that don't fit in. So basically, it's kind of a stalemate. We want something new, but at the same time, we want to hold on to something that's old. That is something that I will admit, as a fan, it can be somewhat of a problem. Okay, so, and of course, now Fallen Order follows again the same time period as Rebels and The Force Unleashed. Please correct me if I've forgotten something. Maybe something slipped my mind right now. I'm just telling what I'm thinking about right now, my first initial reactions and thoughts. Okay, so from what I know about this, the main protagonist is Cal, and if you can actually listen quite closely, you'll see some SJWs and soy boys screaming because the main protagonist of this story is a generic white guy. Okay, so they're losing their shit. Okay, you got Iden Versio in Battlefront 2, you got a strong female protagonist. Okay, so just let us have our day. You have Rey in the sequels. You've got Rose Tico. You've got Lando, who is a pando. You've got Han Solo showering with Chewbacca. You've got all sorts of diversity. Just let us have one thing. Just please, okay? Just give us a break. Okay, but I'm taking that aside. Now, some of the things that I have noticed in this trailer. Let us just check it out. So basically, this kid, Cal, like Kal-El, basically, maybe. You never know, he might be like a Superman. There's a problem with this. Okay, we're shoehorning in too many Jedi prodigies between episode 3 and 4. Now, why is that a problem? Okay, Star Wars The Force Unleashed is no longer canon. So basically, that's just a legend story right now. And then what is canon is Ezra Bridger, who we just shot into hyperspace with Thrawn through the Purgle in season 4, the final episode of Star Wars Rebels. If you carry on making too many characters Jedi survivors of Order 66, you kind of retcon Darth Vader in being this Jedi killer. Okay, because if a kid can survive Darth Vader, okay, we kind of let Ezra Bridger slide because he was being insinuated to being featured in the sequel trilogy and to being somehow powerful. Now, if too many Order 66 survivors have their stories told because they just survived and they're not killed by Vader, maybe he is killed at the end. I don't know. You'll never know because in The Force Unleashed, Starkiller gets killed by the Emperor. Okay, so maybe this kid, lives this amazing life and he's killed by Vader. I could be wrong. Okay, so this is the only way it could work, like the Rogue One crew. Okay, so basically, if you're going to tell a story, but a prequel, between prequels, you have to make it count. You have to add to the already existing story. Do not branch off into your own story because some basic questions will be asked like, who was this kid? Where was he all this time? Why was the story not told? Because obviously they just created this character. Is that a problem? Yes and no. No in the fact that we like to explore new characters and their stories, but yes in the fact that, hey, this is between an era where we know that the Jedi have been extinct. Okay, this diminishes Darth Vader in a sense. I'm not negative, but I'm just trying to point out some things. I don't know how this guy's story is. Maybe he fights Darth Vader in a final boss battle at the end of the game, and you basically have to beat Vader, and the story ends with you just dying from Vader's hand or something. So another thing that we have realized is that this kid is obviously a Jedi Padawan because he's too young to be a master, and basically this must be like some kind of vault where he has some old Jedi stuff. Maybe that's where he got the lightsaber. Okay, he must have stowed it away. So of course you see, Imperials are looking for people and stuff. And what you see him working on, he's working on a junkyard. Okay, I want to get that pan-in shot. There we go. Basically what they're doing is they're basically scrapping down the old downed venators. You can see that these are the two bridges here. Here's the dual bridge of the venator here, and another one here. Basically they're just hauling for scrap, and maybe that's what this kid's job is to do in the after Imperial era. Okay, I accept that. That's okay. That's cool. And yeah, he has to reach out with the Force to save someone, and I accept that. Now, this new character here. Okay, come on, man. Give me a few seconds.
Within.
Okay, there we go. I got a perfect shot. So, this is obviously an Inquisitor, and from what I know from my sources, this is called the Second Sister, which means she is second to the Grand Inquisitor, who could be known as the First Brother, okay? So, basically, a lot of speculation has gone into that this character is Barriss Offee from the Clone Wars because she was arrested for basically betraying the Jedi in the bombing incident of the temple in the season 6 5, yeah, I think it was season 5, sorry, towards the last few episodes of season 5 of the Clone Wars, where she framed Ahsoka for the bombing of the temple until Anakin discovered it was Barriss Offee, and when he tried to save and bring his Padawan back into the Jedi temple, she walked away from everything and everyone. So people speculate this is Barriss. My take on this is it could be, I mean, an enemy of the Empire. Wait, an enemy of... Basically, she was against the Jedi. So whatever enemies the Empire had may have been used to the Empire. So basically, if Barriss Offee was against the Jedi, she could have joined them and became an Inquisitor. Is this a new kind of Inquisitor? It obviously looks like that. So I don't know. We'll see. So what else is in this trailer that we can hold? Okay, basically, yeah, another acrobatic, cool kid doing some acrobatic stuff like Ezra Bridger in this series. Another nice, wonderful Easter egg is, from what I see, this must be Kashyyyk, because you can see the green markings on this dead clone trooper, and this must be the 41st Elite Corps. And in The Force Awakens, you also visit Kashyyyk as well. At least, when you're playing with Vader. So Kashyyyk is a very popular, planet to play in games. And maybe this is a down one. You don't know, maybe. I'm not sure. And quick note, my favorite color is the green on clones, and I have my own fan fiction version of them called the 723rd Legion, hence my old YouTube name. And they have the exact same, let's just check that again.
Accept the past.
Come on. So basically, these clone troopers have the same pigmentation.
Accept the past.
They have the same green pigmentation as I've drawn them on some of my own fan art. So, yeah. So this is an Easter egg, of course. Palpatine giving Order 66, and this clone obviously died. And this was the last message that was recorded onto this holo transmission device. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, he's dueling someone with a Magna Guard's Electrostaff. Right here, it looks like a Shadow Trooper of some sorts. I could be wrong. I am wrong. And again, we see the yards where they're actually doing with, they're dealing with, on this junkyard area. There we go. More downed Venators. Now, I'm not sure where so many downed Venators are, or maybe the Empire just gave them orders to just dump those old ships in order to create the new Star Destroyers in the original trilogy. And of course, we see the Inquisitor, the second sister, making an appearance to threaten our main protagonist again. And of course, we see the main protagonist holding his lightsaber, or maybe his fallen master's lightsaber. He ignites it, and then we get the logo Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Will they follow with microtransactions? I think they got their lessons after Battlefront 2. You never know. This is EA. It's going to take some time to trust them. So these were my initial thoughts, what basically I managed to spot out with my own eye. Comment down below what you guys noticed, what I might have missed, what you guys know. Is there anything that you want to expand on this topic? Let me know. Until then, General Katorn, out.